continues the revitalization of this county. So I'm proud to be friends of Neil. I was here some time ago, and they showed me the place, and you can see it's an amazing place. The beer is pretty good too. Also, I want to thank Joe and Mary Malillo and all those people in the campaign staff who helped put this together. I know some of you got dragged from the station when you got off coming home from work, and you're very happy right now, which is very good. But all I want to do is say a couple of things. I'm up for re-election this year, as you know. I've been in office almost 4 years now. It has been a tremendous honor to represent all of you, and what I'm most proud of is the team that we assembled from top to bottom. My employees, my managers, my department heads, my commissioners have done an amazing job in turning this county around. You may remember 4 years ago, our bond rating was one step above junk. We had $138 million deficit. We were the most fiscally stressed county in the state of New York. And we had $42,000 in the bank the third week of January. That's a $750 million operation. We were almost broke when we went to make payroll. That has been completely turned around. Even I am very shocked at how well we've done, but that took everybody. We've had 5 bond upgrades in 3.5 years. We have that $138 million deficit is down to $10 million. We are almost off the fiscally stressed list, and we are now in a category A for a bond rating. So we have made a tremendous fiscal turnaround, but as important and maybe more important, we are bringing smart ratables to this county. We're creating a strong economic platform so we don't have to keep increasing taxes. You can't afford it anymore. It's got to stop. And that's what we're going to do. And when you bring smart business here, you bring jobs and you bring money into this county. And when there's more wealth, there's less of a demand for the ever-increasing cost that we face to run government. And finally, preserving this county. As we know, we have one town in Rockland County that just doesn't get it. And I have got to a point now, I have tried everything that I could do to slow down the absurd overdevelopment that has affected every neighborhood in Ramapo, including the Orthodox neighborhoods. I'm going to be very honest about this. Some make this a religious issue. It's not. There are Orthodox communities being compromised by aggressive Orthodox developers. It's got to stop. I have done everything in my power and will continue to do that. The last thing we did was an executive order that if they did not comply with the general municipal law when it came to overriding common sense development, there is no penalties in the law. I made one, an administrative penalty, and we said very simply, you want to ignore good planning, you want to abuse this environment, fine. You do what you got to do, but understand something else. You will not get permits. That means no 9/11 service, no curb cuts, no road access, and no sewer districts, no sewer connections, which means, you know something, you want to build without houses, because you're going to need them. And it's working. I am so proud. We have one property right opposite Ramapo High School, Viola Estates. This is a parcel that was 1 house per acre. It was downzoned to 44 units, it's MF8. And then the developer snuck in 44 more apartments in the basement. Now you all, that's what happens. You all have heard build first and ask forgiveness later. For the first time that I know of, the developer, 5 weeks after the announced plan, the executive order, sold the property. The families there who were suing the town, think about that, suing their own town to make sure that the right thing was being done. Their money was returned to them by the new owner, and the new owner shuttered all the basement apartments. Now we're back to 44 units. That has never happened here. So we are having an effect, we'll continue having an effect. And in closing, I want to tell you this. I promise you 2 terms. I promise you I would fix this county. I am driven in what I'm trying to do. Sleep is an option for me, it really is. But we're doing well. We've made so much great strides in this county in the 4 years we've been in office. We want to finish the job so it can never go back to the way it was before. Never. And that's very important. Don't underestimate the fight on November 7th. It is going to be a pitch battle. Right now I am in 3 primaries. We have registrations now we have a big county of Rockland, we have a town of Ramapo, and we have one little area, this big, in the town of Ramapo. When there's normally 95 registrations for the Conservative Party, guess how many there was this time? 500 in a matter of a few days. 500. They're looking to, this is what they're trying to do. And I look, I'm a son of a combat veteran, I'm a father of 2 soldiers. When you abuse and you abrogate this system, the way it's being done, for your own ends. That's not the American way. And that angers me as an American citizen, it really does. But we should not let this happen. I want to do one more term. I want to return this county to where it should be and to move on. That's all I want to do. I need your help. Now, you're here for a reason, hopefully because you like me. But when you go back, please don't underestimate the importance of this election. Do not say, oh, Ed's doing a great job, no problem. I'm telling you, the last time, when I won last time, the only reason why I won was because I had a civic association group of people together that delivered 9,000 votes for me and offset another group of people voting. But we had an amazing turnout, the largest local turnout ever in Rockland County. We need to do that again. I have a report card. I'm willing to let anybody look at it. If you think I'm doing a good job, return me into my job. If I'm not, fire me. That's the way it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, in politics, it's not. But I'm asking you all, when you leave here tonight, make sure everybody understands how important it is that we vote, that we get our friends out to vote. We cannot afford to go backwards anymore. We've worked too hard to get where we are. So with that, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you to this wonderful Defiant Brewery for having us, and enjoy the rest of the evening.